My elderly neighbor was accused of something horrible, but the truth shocked everyone in our building. I live in an apartment building where Mrs. Rose, the sweetest 70-year-old lady, would always give cookies to the kids. Every Saturday morning, children would line up at her door for fresh-baked chocolate chip cookies. She'd been doing this for years, and it was everyone's weekend highlight. One day, Karen from the third floor started spreading nasty rumors. She told parents that Mrs. Rose was too friendly with kids and they should keep their children away. She even started a group chat warning other parents. Within a week, no one came for cookies anymore. The hallway that once smelled like warm chocolate became empty and silent. Mrs. Rose was devastated. I'd see her putting out fresh cookies every Saturday, but no one showed up. Sometimes she'd sit by her window, just watching the empty hallway. Then last Tuesday, Karen's 6-year-old son got really sick. Turns out she had been giving him healthy treats she bought from some random Facebook seller. Several other kids who ate these treats also got food poisoning and ended up in the hospital. The police investigated and found out Karen was reselling expired candy she bought in bulk. She had spread rumors about Mrs. Rose because she wanted to sell her own treats to the building's kids instead. Now Mrs. Rose's weekend cookie line is twice as long as before. Parents apologized and kids made her world's best baker cards. And Karen? She's moving out next week after getting charged with selling expired food to children. Karma bakes its own batch of justice. Everyone thought having a YouTuber mom would be amazing. It wasn't. Growing up, my house looked perfect on camera. Mom filmed everything. Our matching outfits, family game nights, and Pinterest-worthy birthday parties. Her channel had millions of subscribers who thought we lived the dream life. Behind the scenes was different. Every moment had to be content-worthy. If I cried, she'd grab her camera and say, "Let's film your emotional journey." When I got my first A+ in math, she made me pretend to open my report card 3 times to get the perfect reaction shot. The worst part? I couldn't tell anyone how fake it was. At school, kids would say, "Your life is so perfect," while I remembered Mom yelling, "Cut," when I didn't smile big enough at my own birthday party. One day in 8th grade, I had my first panic attack during lunch. Instead of hugging me, Mom pulled out her phone and whispered, "This could be great for our mental health awareness video." That's when I broke. I screamed at her to stop filming. For the first time, she saw me, really saw me, not through a lens. She deleted the footage that night. We had our first real talk in years. No cameras, no perfect lighting, no script, just us. Now I'm 18. Mom still makes videos, but our real moments stay private. Some memories don't need to go viral to be meaningful. Last week, I got accepted into college. Instead of filming my reaction, she just hugged me and cried. That moment wasn't for her subscribers. It was just for us. And honestly, that made it perfect. Have you ever lied to a teacher and actually made it worse? My friend texted during lunch that our English presentation was today, not next week. I'd barely started it. Panic hit as I realized this presentation was 25% of our grade, and my parents would kill me if I failed English. In desperation, I edited an old doctor's note from my phone, changing the date. When I showed Ms. Roberts, she seemed skeptical but accepted it. I thought I was safe until she said, "Your mother called this morning asking about the homework due next week. Funny, she didn't mention your appointment." Instead of coming clean, I doubled down. Said Mom probably forgot because she's been so busy. Ms. Roberts just nodded slowly, typing something on her computer. The next day, the school counselor pulled me from class. Turns out, Ms. Roberts was worried about my home situation, thought my parents were too overwhelmed to keep track of my medical appointments. She'd scheduled a parent-teacher conference to discuss support options. So now my parents, Ms. Roberts, the counselor, and the vice principal all sat together while I explained why I'd forged a doctor's note, lied about my mother's memory, and made everyone worry about my home life. My parents grounded me for a month, and Ms. Roberts now gives me check-in cards to help me stay organized every single day. I witnessed a teacher destroying a child's spirit, and I'll never forgive myself for not doing more. I was giving a presentation in a 3rd grade classroom when I noticed him, a sweet boy sitting alone in the back corner. His desk was pushed far away from everyone else's, like he was being punished just for existing. The moment he raised his hand, the teacher snapped at him to put it down. Throughout my entire presentation, she kept making cruel comments. "This is the worst class I've ever had. These kids are impossible." Every time a student tried to participate, she'd shut them down. I could see the other kids glancing at him, some with pity, others too scared to show any reaction at all. I watched this bright-eyed boy shrink smaller and smaller. When he tried answering a question, she'd roll her eyes. When he got excited about something, she'd make him feel stupid. His shoulders would slump a little more each time, like he was trying to disappear. I told his mom that day to get him moved to a different class. She said it was too complicated, that it might make things worse, but she was wrong. A year later, I saw him again. That spark in his eyes was gone. His mom told me he barely speaks up anymore, too afraid of being humiliated. She cried as she told me how he used to love school, how he'd come home buzzing with excitement about learning new things. I should have fought harder. I should have reported that teacher. Now I have to live with knowing I let a bully destroy a child's love of learning forever.
She said, "You don't need to know what happens on a girl's trip. That's why you're blocked until I'm home." When she came back expecting me at the airport, she found out who was really waiting for her. I'm a private investigator. My girlfriend Jessica and I had been together for 3 years. She was going on a 5-day Vegas trip with her friends Lauren, Becca, and Chloe. Days before the trip, I asked for her flight details and hotel name in case of emergency. She turned to me with a hard look. "You don't need to know that. I just want to know where you are. It's a girl's trip, Mark. The whole point is to get away from everything, including you. You don't need to know what happens on a girl trip. That's why you're blocked until I'm home." Blocked. She wasn't asking for privacy. She was declaring a 5-day blackout. I didn't react. In my profession, when someone shows you a wall, you find a way around it. "Okay," I said calmly. "Have a great time." Her confident expression faltered. She'd expected a fight. My easy agreement left her with nothing to push against. The next morning, I drove her to the airport. "Don't miss me too much. I'll unblock you when I land." "I won't," I said. She laughed, thinking I was joking. I didn't go home. I went to my office. The investigation had begun. First, I ran the license plate of the car that picked up her friends. Lauren had posted a picture. The SUV was registered to Adam Cole, senior partner at an investment firm, married with 2 children. Jessica told me they were flying budget airlines. Flight manifests showed no commercial tickets under their names. But Adam's firm had filed a private jet flight plan to Vegas that morning. Her friends weren't careful. Becca's social media was public. In her sunglasses reflection, I saw a man at their cabana. In nightclub videos, Lauren was leaning into another man. Chloe's dinner photo showed distinctive artwork from an exclusive high-roller suite at the Bellagio, reserved for the casino's biggest clients. My Vegas contact confirmed it. The suite was registered to Adam Cole. This wasn't a girls' trip. It was a paid party. The devastating part came from Becca's video. I saw Jessica talking to a man, isolated the audio, and ran voice analysis. It matched Scott, her ex-fiancé, the man she claimed to despise. She hadn't just gone without me. She'd gone to be with another man funded by a different man while pretending to be with friends. I compiled evidence and sent it to Adam's wife through a divorce attorney. Then I found Emily, Scott's live-in girlfriend, a teacher who thought her boyfriend was at a wellness retreat in Arizona. I called Emily and told her everything. After tears came cold anger. She's expecting me at the airport Sunday, but I think you're the one she should see first. Emily agreed immediately. Sunday afternoon, I monitored through a security contractor's live feed. Jessica walked out laughing with shopping bags. Emily stood there holding a large poster with a crystal clear photo of Jessica and Scott at a blackjack table, his arm around her. Jessica saw Emily first. Her smile froze. Face went pale. Emily stepped forward, voice clear for everyone. Scott sends his apologies. He couldn't be here himself. He's busy explaining this picture to me. Jessica tried walking away, but a process server approached. Jessica Miller, you've been served. Eviction notice. 30 days to remove belongings from my property, and a restraining order. Jessica crumpled, dropped her bags, covered her face, sobbed. Her friends scattered like rats. The fallout was swift. Adam's wife filed for divorce. Scott faced investigations. Jessica lost everything. No boyfriend, no home. Friends abandoned her. She called her parents to get her from the airport, a 30-year-old whose life reset to zero. She gave me a 5-day blackout. I gave her a lifetime of it.